Let's go, boys.
Commit. Aggressive.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 2 of Training with Dash. I have my friends Brad and Ashley over here, and their style of training is probably going to be the most unique and never heard of in the entire series. They basically do everything, ranging from acrobatics, bodybuilding, powerlifting, Olympic lifting, whatever else there is. So I'm gonna hand it over to them and let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna start off with the question I have for them.
So I'm Ashley. I'm a senior here at Purdue University studying computer information technology. I started out with gymnastics when I was a kid. I did it for about 15 years competitively. So that's where I kind of started out conditioning wise. I've always kind of liked picking up things and putting them down. But I got started with serious lifting when I moved here to Purdue in West Lafayette and picked up heavier things when I met Brad.
And I'm Brad, I'm a recent Purdue grad. I studied horticulture science. My background, I played football and ran track in high school. I feel like high jump helped me a lot with learning backflips and acro-yoga. I've always been pretty flexible, and then I started dating Ashley.
You guys said you do acro-yoga. What is acro-yoga for someone who doesn't know what acro-yoga is?
So traditionally, acro-yoga is yoga with a partner. So it's having a partner help push you through a lot of the yoga stretches, and it can really increase your range of motion because it can get you off the ground, which is a limitation of regular yoga. But the way we do it is a little bit different because, we kind of just want to do cool stuff. We aim for quicker flows. Normally they're long holds in between your traditional stereotype of yoga. But so yeah, we transition a little bit quicker. We don't hold things quite as long because we're really going for kind of tricks. It's really become kind of its own little sport and its own niche, which is really cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's really blown up recently. I had never heard of it before. It's always been around, but it's just been smaller.
So the other question I have is, you guys lift a lot. So a lot of people think that when you lift weights, you sacrifice mobility, not as flexible. So does that actually matter? When you guys lift, do you think about I'm not going to do this exercise because it's going to compromise my mobility?
So this is funny because it's a conversation we have with people all the time. Is that because you touch my toes, I can't do RDLs and deadlifts properly because those muscles are too loose. That's kind of silly because really the flexibility increases my range of motion, so it increases the amount of muscles I hit when I do an exercise. So I'm hitting a longer fiber of muscle when I'm going down farther, when I'm putting my face between my knees comfortably with the proper form than somebody who's just going halfway, if that makes sense.
I agree with that. Flexibility is one of the most important things in my opinion. If you can move more, you're gonna have a longer range of motion with that muscle. That's more area for muscle to grow.
Yeah, you're less likely to get injured, you're gonna recover a lot faster.
A lot of people, me personally, I don't stretch. I barely stretch before I lift. So do you guys always stretch before you lift, for longer, a dynamic stretch or a static stretch? What's your approach for that?
So it's more dynamic stretching before a lift because you want to warm up muscles, you don't want to pull them. And essentially what you're doing is tearing them, which is what you're doing when you're bodybuilding. You're tearing muscles and you're growing them from that.
Yep.
So yeah, we do more dynamic stretching when we warm up. We'll take the bands, we'll do leg swings, your stereotypical track warm up, basically.
Okay.
And then afterwards we try and do more static stretching, more long holds and that kind of thing. Pushing it, really.
I'm a big fan of starting out in the sauna and warming up in the sauna where it's warm, where you're less likely to pull something while warming up. And then I move down to resistance bands. I warm up my shoulders and rotator cuffs, and I have a lacrosse ball that I roll out my shoulders and my chest with every day.
Okay, so me personally, I have never done yoga. I've always been lifting, so I probably don't have the mobility. Maybe, I don't know. But what should be a good starting point for a couple who's getting into acro-yoga or wants to start acro-yoga? What should they be able to do? Should they be able to touch their toes or move their shoulders behind or something like that?
So yeah, they should definitely work their way through the original kind of yoga poses, thinking about hatha. And when you can work your way up to vinyasa, the category of yoga, you're working towards the range of motion that you want for something like acro yoga.
Okay.
You also want a partner with a strong base, which is really helpful for Brad being so big and having a background in lifting, so he can lift me.
Yep.
I'm heavier than a lot of girls, but you also don't need a massive base if they're confident in what they're doing, if they know their body really well. You can see a lot of people on Instagram or whatever where their partner is actually smaller than the person they're lifting, which is really interesting to me.
Honestly, I feel like my part in acro yoga is super easy. Like, she does all the impressive stuff.
You basically lift her. Okay. You guys do backflips a lot, right? So we are also gonna learn how to do backflip after this Q&A. So we're gonna go through like a progress, like exercises to begin with, and then finally attempt a backflip. What's a good point for someone to start before he does back? Like attempt even the progress.
So the major joints that you're going to want to make sure you're confident in your mobility of are your hips and your shoulders.
Okay.
Because those play a big part in momentum and getting you over. So really stretching those out, really making sure, like if you can't raise your arms behind your ears or next to your ears, you're probably not going to be super successful.
Okay.
People can just muscle it over and that's fine. But technique-wise, you want to be able to have those mobile hips and flexible shoulders.
So that's all the questions we had. Now we are actually gonna learn how to do a backflip, and I'm gonna be the test subject. Wish me luck, and we're gonna get to it.
Take heat, fuck these niggas.
Okay, so we're just gonna go through some basics. We're gonna do some static and dynamic just because we're not working out, we're flipping. So make sure you get your shoulders moving, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Hit your hammies.
Oh.
Take your elbow that's above your knee and flex your foot real hard, so pull your toes off the ground. And then push out. Push out real hard. Push on your knee. There you go, you should feel that in your hips. You feel it?
Yeah.
But make sure your foot is flexed because that protects your knee joint while you do it.
Oh, okay.
If you need it farther out, that's fine. And then bring your foot in as close to your face as you can. Got it.
That's all the stretching. Make sure you do these before you hit the backflip.
Okay, so first what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna do one backflip. We're gonna record it on an iPhone so that we can slow it down and look through it. And we're gonna go through these 3 drills that we've got, and we're gonna relate it to that slow-mo backflip video so that you understand why these drills will help you with the full backflip before we go tumble.
So,
All right.
Damn!
First drill is off to the sky boy. What this works on is the scariest part of the flip, which is the upside down part.
okay.
So we're gonna work on that rotation. We're gonna work on the landing first,
Okay.
which might seem silly, but this is also one of the simpler drills. Alright, so you're gonna get up, you're gonna lay down with your head just barely hanging off the edge, because what you wanna roll over is your traps. Your hands are gonna face the ceiling for as long as they can, until they stop and meet until your legs meet them, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So you're gonna look at the P, the big Purdue P, until your knees block the view, and then you're gonna look at the floor, because you wanna see where you're going. Go ahead. Yep, so hands up. Knees come up, he looks at the floor. Alright. It's a little taller, so this might not be high enough. But make sure you're not reaching down when you land, because if you reach down, you're gonna touch the ground, which kind of makes it not a flip. Alright. So hands to the ceiling, he's looking at the P, can't see him, looks at the floor, lands.
Is it?
Alright, hands to the ceiling, look at the P.
Okay.
Now bring your knees up, look at the floor. Look at the floor.
Look at the floor.
Look at the floor. There you go.
That was fun.
There you go.
Step 1 complete.
Up. Knees block it out. To the floor. This one is to work on the arm motion of jumping. So what you're gonna do, your arms start down at your side, you're gonna swing them back a little bit, and then they're gonna come up to your ears. Not here, here.
Okay.
That's it. Bend your knees, but don't bend over.
Okay.
Yep.
Solid.
A little harder.
Okay. Last drill.
So what you're gonna do, Brad is gonna help you. What he's gonna do is he's gonna grab your lats, and you're going to do that motion you just did, but you're gonna try and flip over his head. Okay. Bear with me.
Okay.
You're not gonna flip over his head, but I want you to jump like that's the goal. So you're gonna jump up. Once you're as high as he can possibly, reasonably get you from your lats, you're gonna tuck your knees and then just come back down. He's gonna push you a little bit forward to come back down, and that's the jump. So yeah, this is what it looks like.
I'm gonna get it from the side too. Oh, that works.
So you're gonna do that same arm swing, same arm motion, same chin up, except you're gonna add a tuck, and you're gonna jump back a little bit more.
Oh gosh.
All right, now this time, we're gonna tuck our head and we're gonna look back. Let's try to mix that up. So that's it. Just gonna do that a couple times. There you go.
Yeah. I think
Oh, okay.
All right. On flip, you're going to incorporate all those drills we just went through. You're going to think about the jump. You're going to think about what you did with your arms, how you swung them down and up. You're going to think about bringing your knees up and over your head, not just a tuck. They go here. Side note, if you need to, you can grab here to help pull you around faster.
Okay.
And that's here. Don't grab here.
Okay.
Grab here. Do not grab the front of your knees because this can slip and you can bail out early and that can be painful. So under.
Okay.
This-
So like basically a top.
Yes.
Okay.
If you need to.
Okay.
All right. Don't worry about hitting us. We'll get out of your way with your arms. So swing them how you need to swing them.
Let's do this.
All right. Big
same
jump.
thing as when you jump
So
into mine.
jump up, right?
Yep.
And then
And then remember, look back to the floor once your knees block out the view.
tuck in.
Tuck in. Pull them around if you have to.
And then release at the same time.
And then release. Yep.
Whew, let's go, boys.
Commit. Aggressive. All right.
Take heat, fuck these niggas.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was so.
Sis got blah boy, sis got blah boy. Sis got blah boy, sis got blah boy. Yeah.
So, I have failed to do a backflip, but my friend Niall, who was the guy wearing the blue stringer, which I also filmed my first episode of training with, was successful with that, and you guys saw that. But I'll be back. I'm gonna keep trying this after my ankle heals, because I was good with the progressions up until the point when we basically tried to do a real backflip, and I closed my eyes. So make sure you don't close your eyes when you flip, and that's probably gonna be the end of the video. Practice the progressions and make sure you have someone spotting you when you do a backflip, or you will just break your neck. I just sprained my ankle, so don't die. This video was for fun, not to kill anyone. So
Also, not instructional, so don't use this to go teach yourself a backflip on your own, please.
So yeah, make sure you practice the progression and you are super thorough with all of them until you finally attempt it. Until next time when I'm able to do a backflip, peace out.
Sleepwalker, you enter my dreams. When I drift off, you keep out the bad things. I'm not afraid to close my eyes when you hold me. Sleepwalker, leave a light on for me. could you do this to me?